I am trying to continue as much as I can. Trying to progress the story. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Elfin of all people. Huh. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodging. We will. Thank you. Thank you for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. The cold shoulder. Look at those guys. They just looked at him. Don't worry. I can understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Rean, I have a small favor to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness. Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course! See, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Oh, dance partner. Dance partner right there. Or rather, Machias' father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Meter Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. Oh, I was right. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner. Shocking. It is like, no! In her head. Is that me? Do you think Her Highness knows that the old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? That is so old. I'm sure that fully in the realm of tabloid speculations. Oh my goodness. Though there's no denying that many were interrupted that way. Oh, you mean interrupt that way? Hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, bro. But it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Well, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Swarzers have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this came across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. He's poking at it. You're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I am the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. And in fact, she says you're an excellent dancer. That you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reem? Well, thanks to your martial arts. Elise, I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. Whistle? That's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist a knife. Your Highness, please, you too, Prince Oliver. Looks like they're having fun. I have no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Oh, I see now. How could it not cross my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else. Or is there someone you already courting? Elisa, what? Elisa was like, huh? Laura? I didn't think Laura would care that much. Ah, well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean... Yikes. How am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Laughing. Well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society. So I'd be very happy if you give my invitation some thought. You know the best way to get out of it? Just stab yourself with a fork. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. He's poking it, man. He's poking it. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Like I said, Eustace, you're poking it. You're poking it. Nah, I doubt it. It seems like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it. It seems that way. But I get the impression that it wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Olivert, what was even more unusual person that I heard? No doubt about that. He seems entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seems easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agendas for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motive seems incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you didn't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee? Yep. The guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable! I almost forgotten about those good old days. The ninja stepping. Instructor, how long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charms a bit, then. Hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sing sighing? Oh. What was that? Claire. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire. This is quite the unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil scheme. Huh? What evil scheme? Is that what? Sarah, could you not... Oh, could you not try to put them off entirely before I even had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I discussed this with the governor and he's decided this would be the best way to handle the issue. Really, in jeeps. If you'd be so kind to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at command post in Heimdall Central Station. I can't even read at the moment. Same day, 21:30, aka 9:30. Terrorist? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Fortunately, we have no clue as their aim, nor do we know the names of the group members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in North Highland, who was trying to start a war, is a member? I can't even remember your name, buddy. So he's one of them. Oh, Gideon. He said his name was G or something like that. That what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to? He does sound like a terrorist type. And you think he and his group are trying to start or trying something tomorrow on the first day of the festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incidents in Nord. If they tend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I have to agree. Terrorists do love their times in their spotlight after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave up his name, basically gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and others like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's a typical terrorist MO. I see. You want us to assist with a countermeasure against them. Right. The RMP will be joining forces with Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Fortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there'll be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measure as a reserve force. She goes, blah. I'll sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours hardly makes their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, wow, those two really seems to have a messy history between them. It looks like that way, especially where the guild is concerned. I won't say cornered. I know it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbow recently. So, what is it going to be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there's plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of little detail that needs to be squashed away. So Elliot won't get to perform? I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. So that means Sarah will probably be on Group B. 23. 11 o'clock. Wait, why is she with us? That means we got the number advantage. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until a year and a half ago, I'd be swinging by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. There you go. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? What? Seriously? Wait, did he say he knew someone who worked at the guild? I guess he was talking about the instructor. Still instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. But I'm sure you already know that. The culprit were a Jaeger group corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is. But anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers. But by then, the Imperial government had its eyes on us. It started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches had started closing one by one with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor? Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. The Prime Minister. You're talking about, Chancellor Osborne. Representative of the Imperial government, I assume? Yeah, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class homeroom teacher. I still help out the guilds from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger Prince this year. He did do the pat. Knock it off. That's what happened. He mentioned that a Jaeger group was responsible for the attack. What was his name? Oh, it wasn't the same group you used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect it was likely a different Jaeger group. On the son of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belongs to was a pretty large one, though. Oh yeah, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was a insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name the combat specialty, but Zephyr had it covered. Oh, they basically got every nook and cranny covered. They were the reason. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Man, I'm having trouble reading right now. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately ain't part of any Jaeger Corps. Figure that was the case. Genuinely, Jaeger are interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encounter in the Northern Highland doesn't seem to fit that description. If I had to guess, I say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge. Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I've never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem pretty tenacious. He was definitely that. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step. But if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever too. So all the better. Anyways, it's getting late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I do that in the morning. I'm going to crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. I think there's only one room. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seems more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit worried being back in her old workplace. You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worried about her. We just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow. Make sure everything goes smoothly. Agree. Alright. The sooner we get the report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. Usually only one person has to write it.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
17.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Oh, got a window.
Keep up the good work.
Next day, 1 o'clock. Espinosa.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber. Yeah!
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name.
What is
My
that?
dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
Why are you screaming in the middle of the night? Even if it's at the port. It's a Monday. It's day 3. Day of the summer festival. Alright, I'm going to go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police Commanding Post. Just give me a call on your Artemis if you find anything during the patrol. Okay, will do, instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I was expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a moment that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Alright, we should get moving too. We got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah says she'll contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Yeah. I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Turn around, Green. Alright, I made some nice progress, so I'm gonna call it a day. Hope you guys enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.